Hey, y'all, and welcome to day 4 of the WSOP and All Vegas Poker Daily Coverage. This is our 4th annual. I can't believe it's already the 4th year. It is crazy. I'm Sherry Pluskota, aka Peaches, and I'll be your host today. And ASG is joining me as a co host. And of course, our poker coach for the year is Joey. Welcome, you guys.
Welcome, Sherry.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to get on with some announcements. And Joe Marengo, if you can come up, please request because I'd like you to talk about what you're doing this summer as far as the services you're providing. So please request if you can. Please be reminded that we will always try to give the most updated and accurate information possible, but we are human and the information is always fluid in the poker world. So please make sure to double check any information we provide to ensure yourself the best experience possible. And please correct us when we are wrong. We want to get it right. So thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Sherry Pluskota at 9212 where you can find the recordings of my past spaces and interviews. And I promise today to get the last few spaces up. I've just been a wee bit busy, so sorry they're not up yet, but you can certainly scroll my timeline on Twitter and find those spaces, the recordings. Many thanks to Sean McCormick and Craig Larson over at the Bellagio and MGM properties for agreeing to host my 7th official Spaces meetup game at the Bellagio, 2 p.m. on June 26th. It is a 1-3 cash no limit table or tables. But of course, if your table decides they want to play something else, I could care less. Let's just say Sherry's table is going to be 1-3 no limit. What the rest of y'all do, I don't care. Enjoy. Make it your own. Pizza will be provided by the MGM properties, and Sean and Craig always take good care of us with their delicious pizza, I might add. Also, if you'd like to donate something to the Splash the Pot items, let me know. We have some fantastic stuff so far to give away. So that's always a fun and exciting part of what we do at those meetup games. The Quote for Charity fundraiser is ongoing. Please consider making a tax deductible donation via the designated link to the Poker Gives Charity Feed the Homeless program. A $10 donation will get you 1 ticket. A $25 donation will get you 5 tickets into the drawing for the poker t-shirt quilt, which of course is a one of a kind and it is autographed. And we're going to gather some more autographs before it is raffled off on the 27th of June at the WSOP. And of course, I will be updating the pictures and whatever so we can all enjoy seeing who's going to come by and sign it. So I'm really excited about that project, as you guys know. Reminder, the celebration of life of Steve Disney will be held June 3rd from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the American Legion Chastain Park in Atlanta. It is open to everyone. Please reach out to me if you need more information about that celebration of life. Wanted to give a shout out to Tommy LaRosa, who joined us yesterday. He is the director of operations over at the Venetian, and what an informative segment we had with him. What a great guy. I look forward to him stopping by in the future and keeping us updated on what's going on at the Venetian. They have a lot going on. You don't want to miss it, that's for sure. And they're, of course, have their deep stack tournaments going on, and um, the Mid States Poker Tour is going to be coming in July, and they have all kind of high hands and special hands to win extra money while you're playing cash. So you definitely want to, go back and listen to that recording and see what Tommy had to say. And I really appreciated him and his time yesterday. Also, of course, we have Scotty Wynn joining us today, which you guys know I'm always a thrill to have him join us. Looking forward to it. On Monday, Steve Buckner, aka Cuz, will be joining us, which he's always a delight to talk to. He is just a ball of energy, and I love it. And of course, on Tuesday, Barbara Zangaro, who is with the Poker Gives organization, and she runs the arm of it that does the Feed the Homeless, and they feed the homeless every Monday night in Las Vegas. And that also includes in the winter gathering blankets and mittens and, jackets and coats to give away as well at that feeding site. So she is definitely someone I can't wait to get to know better. Pardon me. She also works, she's a supervisor at the Orleans Poker Room. So we're going to get the lowdown on what's going on at the Orleans this summer as well. So looking forward to that too. Of course, Papa Poker will be with us tomorrow. And I have no idea what he has in store for us, but I will look forward to it because he loves poker as much as the rest of us do. Don't forget the National Open Chess Championship is June 10th through the 14th at the Westgate. And the 12th semi-annual TDA Summit is June 29th and 30th at the Poker Ghost Studios. Also, for all of you folks that do the mixed games, let me give the dates out for the Mixed Game Festival, which is going on at the Bellagio. I'm sorry. Um, that is May 31st through June 11th. And that's Robbie Stravinsky working with the people over at the Bellagio to host that mixed game festival again, the 31st of May through June 11th. We don't want to forget to give a little shout out to our mixed game players and give them a place to go play as well. Um, Joe, Joe Marengo, can you come up? Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down, buddy. And Johnny, I'm sorry, I'm not bringing you up right now. We are on a roll and I'm going to stay on that roll. But please continue to join us via listening. Here comes Joe. Give him a second to get up here. Joe Marengo, how are you, my friend? Good. Yes, we can. I've been thinking about you, buddy. And I also want to tell you, we are going karaokeing at some point with Matt Savage. So make sure you watch for DMs, okay? But tell us what kind of service you're gonna provide to us under the title of Joe Express.
Well, the services are going to be pretty much like a personal assistant services. I'm going to have definitely airport pickup delivery. Usually, when I contact the person or client, I will ask them if they need something. So once they get, when they arrive from the airport, they have everything they need before they go to the hotel. So usually kind of like a combo. And then we have laundry services that I'm going to have somebody providing, doing the laundry. I go and pick it up and all that. We're going to have a 24-hour turnaround and then also a same day turnaround for laundry if somebody really needs it right away. But my
Awesome.
hours are going to be kind of limited because I do have a full-time job.
Right.
I might have another person to help me out as well, but I still want to provide the personal service that, I always do. It's going to be from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. and then early in the morning from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. If anybody needs like a ride to the horseshoe or anything like that, I can get you guys there early.
Love it. And I want to make sure everybody understood if he's going to pick you up at the airport and you want to have like bottled water for your room or some snacks for your room or a couple of bottles of wine for your room, if you send him that information ahead of time, he will shop. And when he picks you up at the airport, he's going to have that with him so that he drops you off your hotel with the stuff you wanted from the store. So a great service indeed, as well as haven't you been known to go buy some of the, let's say, extracurricular stores?
Party favors, usually I can use my local discount. I will say
There,
that and pass it on to you and help you out with that as well.
and that's a great service as well that you guys can, anybody that partakes can get a discount, and Joe will make sure that you get what you want or what you need or whatever. So, and the laundry service I think is spectacular, Joe. So, is there anything else you want to tell us?
No, I'm grateful to be here on the show and letting me talk about it. I picked up a few clients already that are already messaging me and like the service. So it will be a few, but definitely will help out as much as I can.
Absolutely, and I'm glad those ones have worked out that we've talked about in the DM. So kudos to you. And I just want the folks that are listening know that Joe has driven me around in Vegas. So he has picked me up and dropped me off. So I have experienced his services as well, and so has Barry. I think you have. Reaper has, and I think that's it that I see. Exec Deck has, I think, too. So there are several of us
Snoop
here that
Dogg.
yeah, yeah. Oh, Snoop has too?
Oh yeah.
Okay, perfect. So just so you guys know, we're talking from firsthand experience. So Joe will take good care of you. How are they going to get a hold of you, Joe?
Best way to get a hold of me will be here. Obviously, if you know me in the past, you have probably my cell phone.
Right.
But just message me here on Twitter. I have it open, and then I'll just start a dialogue and send you more information of pricings and all that.
Perfect. And folks, go ahead and follow him right now, whether you think you're going to use him or not when you arrive in Vegas. Because guess what? Then when you get there and you're like, oh, I need Joe to come pick me up, you'll already follow him. It'll be easy to, find him because you've already followed him. So trust me, go ahead and follow Joe now. So that process when you arrive will be way easier. And guess what? If you need him at the airport, make arrangements ahead of time. And I love the fact that he will pick up stuff to bring to you when he picks you up at the airport. Love that service. Love it, love it, love it. So kudos for you to take this initiative and set this up and provide, such a great service, Joe.
Thank you so much, Sherry.
You
I
bet,
gotta go.
hon.
I gotta open up
No
my
worries.
store.
No worries. All right. Thanks, pal. Joe Marengo, folks. Um, I'm just going to give a couple more announcements and then we're going to let Joey give us his coaching corner. So GG Platinum Lounge is now open. It's right next door to Jack Bunyan's Steakhouse in the Horseshoe. Be reminded you have to have a platinum membership on GG to gain access. And they are open from 9:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. in the GG Platinum Lounge. So you can't be somebody's plus one. We found that out the other day because I was trying to finagle my way in, and now I have to get a GG platinum membership. But we're going to work on that because if you get in the Green Visor Gang and their Discord, they have a little section that tells you how to get that platinum membership for free, people. So don't miss out on that opportunity as well. Also, Katie Lindsay, ACR Pro, will be hosting a free roll on May the 30th. First prize will be a $1,000 seat for the ladies event, and I'm assuming that's the WSOP ladies event. Second prize, third prize, and then there will also be a bounty on Katie. Will all be a $109 ticket. So that's a free roll for the ladies. So go over to Katie's Twitter account and you'll see more details about that. Also, don't forget Craig Chate's tweet from the other day. His friend is operating a service called Poker Meals, and their website is pokermeals.com, and they will do customized meals and bring them to you. So you can check out their packages on their website at pokermeals.com. Also, I wanted to bring up because we talked about it the other day, Perry Green was listed as like the chip leader in a tournament. And everybody was like, wait, that's got to be a typo or something. Well, Terry King just happened to end up sitting next to him yesterday. And indeed, she put a picture of her and him on social media and did clarify with that picture that the post of the chip count was definitely a misprint. But I will tell you, he's still in that tournament, and I'm going to cover that after we go to Joey for his coach's corner this morning. And Joey Gargiulo, welcome, welcome, welcome. And please give us your poker lesson for the day.
Okay. So there's a lot of alignment going on, Sherry. And we know when alignment's going on when the lessons that we plan, that when life throws us these amazing scenarios that literally line up with the lessons. Does that make sense?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so I'm sitting here but you have to listen to the end to understand why. Because I'm going to read, and after I read, I'm going to say that this story involves blood. It involves an ice pack on my head, right, and my eye right now. It involves the Green Gang. I'm sorry, the Green Visor Gang, and a shout out to Exact Deck. It involves everything that you know in your universe. Okay, you're ready for it?
We are definitely ready. Thank you.
Okay, so today's lesson is protect your mental state. You see, and I wish our friend Scotty was here because he knows a thing or two about tilt and putting people on tilt and what it's like to be on tilt. And he'll be here and we could talk to him about this. But tilt has probably done more damage to poker players than bad luck ever dreamed of doing. And the scary part is, tilt is not always loud. Sometimes it's a blow up, but sometimes it's a silent infection. Think about that, a silent infection. People think tilt only means slamming chips, muttering, cursing, throwing water bottles, doing Phil Hellmuth antics, or punting stacks after a bad beat. No, yes, those are tilt, sure. Those are just some forms of it. But tilt can also show up as we all know, like in your world, Sherry, impatience sometimes, right? Like with card dead forever. Sometimes, for some people, it shows up as entitlement. We've seen that when we watch the videos, and these superstars they think they're God's gift to poker, and then they have one bad beat and they go on tilt and they lose all their chips, don't they? A lot of times it shows up as boredom. What I don't like, and I see it all the time, and we see it, is when it shows up as revenge. Okay, when somebody stops playing their game, they stop sticking to the plan because they want to get back their chips. Oh boy, not cool. Um, huh. Sometimes it shows up as calling too light because you don't want to be bluffed again. Um, as and sometimes it shows up as bluffing too hard because we're sick of being like ran over all the time. Sometimes it shows up as playing too many hands because we cannot stand how quiet the game can feel sometimes. Tilt has many masks. Say that to yourself silently right now. Tilt has many masks. The common thread is simple. Once emotion starts driving, decision quality starts dying. A tilted player is no longer playing the current hand cleanly. They're dragging emotional residue from previous moments into the present. They're trying to win back justice, restore pride, punish somebody, reclaim momentum, or just numb discomfort. That is no longer strategic poker. That is emotional compensation. Now, side note, and this isn't in writing, this is bonus footage for everybody. Everybody just thinks tilt happens at the table with the cards. But correct me if I'm wrong. And I'll ask you, Sherry, have you ever seen somebody go on tilt because they're fighting with their spouse over the phone, on text, or something's going on, the kids aren't listening, yada, yada, yada? Did you ever see that, Sherry?
100%. 100%. And I have this conversation all the time. And as a matter of fact, people will get mad at me because I don't have my phone out at the table because I don't want that distraction. Because sometimes that distraction is some irritation from a friend or family member, right? And as a matter of fact, one of the biggest buy-ins I ever played was in Ohio, and my so-called friend at the time was just texting me some crazy shit
In the
right
middle of
when
a poker tournament, right?
right in the middle of the tournament, and I kept telling her, dude, we can talk about this because I'm a little confused, but I can't talk about it right now. So give me a few days. And yeah, it's terrible.
Right.
Terrible.
So I got this thing, this game I play. It's a Jedi Knight trick that I play with my mentees. I did it the other night during the day, but specifically at nighttime during the employee event. Okay, I had a lot of friends, and so just so you notice about me, if you are a poker dealer, I will coach you for free. Okay, and I'm putting that out there. And it's common knowledge. If you are a poker dealer, you come to Joey, you get free coaching. Now, what does that mean? Well, for the summertime, I offer 4 packages. No, the normal rate for somebody with my head and mob, because unfortunately it comes down to head and mob, right? So somebody with 100 cashes in 4 years, with 300K, somebody with 33 final tables and 5 or 6 championships, whatever I have on head and mob, because head and mob doesn't show everything. The going rate for us is $50 an hour. That's what my competition charges, but I don't do that. I give during summer camp, I give 4 lessons for $150. So you buy 3, you get 1 free. You get that. It's a cool package. But poker dealers get coached by me for free. They're my inner circle. Just like if Sherry, if you came up to me one day and said, Joey, and this is the offer is always going to be there. If you said, Joey, I'd like some coaching, I'm going to coach. Wouldn't any of you coach Sherry for free after all she does? You get that? Okay. So during the employee event, I send out this text, I make videos, and basically they're messages that if any of my dealers that are still in the employee event are reading it, they're in trouble because that means they're on their fucking phone. Okay? You shouldn't be on your phone. There's a poker game,
Amen.
right? There's a story going on. Get out of your phone, use it for breaks. And I shout out to my brother Pedro Green because he texted me after he busted to say, I never hit my phone, but thank you, brother. I got busted. And he busted late too, like big time into it. Or my friend Chris came the Viking, the ginger. Okay, he texted me when it was over to let me know that his aces got cracked by kings. These things happen. Okay, but you don't go in your phone when you're at the table. All right. Here's an important truth. Your goal is not to become emotionless because we're human. Okay, that's fake wisdom. Okay? We are human. We are going to feel things. So why expose ourselves to more possibility of feeling things when we don't have to? Okay? Because we will get angry sometimes. We will feel embarrassed, frustrated, excited, rattled. Sometimes, though, we might even feel invincible after a heater. The goal is not to feel nothing. The goal is to notice what we're feeling before it hijacks our play. To process it in the moment, put it on a shelf in a box, and we'll deal with it later. Sometimes we need a guide, a spiritual guide to process what the fuck just happened. Other times we figure it out ourselves, but whatever it is, it has nothing to do with the next hand we're being dealt, right? You get that, Sherry, right?
Right.
Okay.
It has nothing to do about that what you're doing at that table.
Right. And we've seen players lose one stupid, ugly hand, they sit back down quickly, and they spend the next 40 minutes trying to prove they're still in control. Because nobody likes not being in control. But when we're trying to prove to the universe that we're in control, that's when we're least in control. Okay? That poker face, when that happens, the poker face returns before the mind does. And that's a dangerous gap. Okay? You're better off, listen, if you're really bad, you're better off waiting for the button to pass, get out of your seat, go to the bathroom, get a drink, go outside, hug a fucking tree, do whatever you do, okay, to reset. and start all over. If you're a music person, put your favorites list on. And those of us that wear headphones at times, we have the same, correct me if I'm wrong, but we have our poker fucking soundtrack. Okay, we know what it is, right? I mean, I know you guys have the poker, and girls have, and women have that poker soundtrack if you're a headphone person. Okay. Um, Different players tilt for different reasons. Some tilt when they get bluffed, some when they get cored, some when they run card dead. And when you hear what happened to me last night, you understand, because I'm sitting here literally with an ice pack, and Colette's still finding blood around here. This is crazy shit I'm about to tell you. Okay. Um, some players go on tilt when they run card dead too long. Huh, some go on tilt because they keep winning hands and they feel unbeatable. Yes, winning tilt is real too. Think about that. Winning tilt. Anything that can distract us and take us off of the balance that we need to play. It makes people sloppy and overconfident. It doesn't matter what the trigger is. What matters is our awareness. We keep talking about that. We keep saying that word, awareness. Yesterday we were talking about spiritually awakened poker players. Interesting. And paying attention to the table. Go back and listen to the video, the recording. So we need a plan for protecting our state. So yeah, maybe you stand up after a brutal pot. Maybe you breathe before looking at the next cards. Maybe you shorten the session if you're playing cash. Maybe, well, remember, God gave us 2 eyes, 2 ears, and 1 mouth. Maybe we just stop talking. Maybe we have a rule that once we catch ourselves wanting revenge, wanting to tighten the reins, wanting to do stuff because of how we're feeling, maybe then we just throw in our super nitty final table play game, like the Scotty Win game at a final table, until we feel like we are grounded and back to normal, so that we can go back to try to do all the creative things that require even more fucking energy. So whatever your method is, it needs to exist. You need to know. You need to know, what is my ceremonial way to reset. And if you don't know what it is, well, you need guides, and I can help you. And I'll tell you a little teaser. So one of my ways to reset after tilt is to challenge myself in a way that is going to take a lot of bandwidth. In other words, for some people, what does that mean? For some people, that means reading something very deep, philosophical, and trying to process what that means. For me, in the poker world, and I have the advantage, and those of you that also play online have this advantage, that even when we're at the poker table, or if we're online on one website, we could always count on there's going to be a game or a situation. And the most organic, generic way that I know how to reset is to put myself in the situation where I feel like I'm playing for a ring or a bracelet. Heads up. Heads up. And when I started online poker, we could easily go into a poker room and there were these heads up sit and goes, okay, or heads up cash. They're hard to find, but they're out there. But if you really, really, really know where to look, like on Green Visor Gang, if you really know where to look, you can find a cash table with one Jedi Knight sitting there waiting for somebody else to show up. Oh, and that has to do with exec deck. We'll get to that. Okay. You have to understand that whatever your method is, it needs to exist before the damage begins. So a strong mental state is part of your bankroll. Okay. If your emotional system is cracked, your edge shrinks. And actually, you know what I should have put in there? I should have put in this is I'm reading this right from the 30-day poker coach. Okay. And thank you everyone that keeps buying it. I love it because people keep sending me, and if you see me here in Vegas, I will autograph this or any of my other books. And by the way, I'm going to be giving away other books too. A strong mental state. So what I should have done is said a physical. So whatever your method is, right? It needs to exist before the damage begins. It's not just a strong mental state, but it has to be a strong physical state too, right? It has to be part of our bankroll. If your emotional system is cracked, your edge shrinks. You can know all the right things in theory and still torch your chip stack, right? We've seen this. This happens. You may know everything and still you torch your chip stack. You know what happens? Our nervous system screams louder than our logic. Um, and the first opponent is not always the person across the table. Sometimes it's the version of you that wants to react instead of think. Now, I'll tell you what happened to me yesterday. I'm playing on the amazing Club GG, okay? And I'm playing in WSOP, okay, and WSOP.com. And I'm not alone doing this. So when I say what I say, you could roll your eyes because I know Colette's right here sitting next to me. And when she hears it, she's going to roll her eyes. But some of us, this is the norm. I'm in 10 different tables. You get that, Sherry? 10, right?
Yes, I'm trying to look something up. Sorry for the
No,
delay.
you're good.
I'm trying to look something up. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. And if anybody that's listening to this thinks that's stupid, well, you know what I love? We have my fellow Joey coming on Saturday, Joey Ingram, don't we? Right? He's coming here on Saturday, and he
No,
will.
no, 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 no,
Oh,
no.
who is it?
It's Papa Poker coming
Oh, it's
tomorrow.
Papa Polka. We need to get Joey Ingram, but I'm sure even Papa Polka would understand this. Sometimes it becomes the norm. You start playing online 2 tables at a time, then 3 tables, and 4 tables, and you can get up to 10. Some people play 20 tables a time. They're out of their mind. There's a really cool series on GG Poker. You can watch it for free on YouTube, and it's called like the Online Millionaire. And they feature these people that have become multi-millionaires playing online, and they're all multi-tabling. So I'm going to paint this picture. I'm multi-tabling. Now, when we multi-table, we got the tables that are important to us, and then the tables that we really don't care about. We're just sitting there waiting with set hunting. Okay, we're trying to find sets. We're trying to flop the nuts. It is what it is. So, to me, it wasn't the cash games I was in. It wasn't the tournaments I was in, except for one. It was a stage 3 PLO on Club GG. 886 people enter this. Now, to get there, you have to earn a stage 2 ticket. To get a stage 2 ticket, you have to earn one in stage 1. You know, or if you're a platinum member, every month they give everybody 6 free stage 3 tickets that most people, they shoot all those bullets the first week, and then they have to go back to stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, yada, yada, yada. Now, there's some players that don't pay for Club GG. They do it for free. They have to free roll just to get a stage 1 ticket, okay? So this is a potpourri of the poker world. We've got people that can shoot 6 bullets to get in that are free because they pay for it. We've got the people who earn their way there. And this is important. They finally made it to stage 1. It's not easy, trust me. Free roll stage 1. I play them just to remind myself how difficult it is to get to stage 1. All right. Even though I can play stage 1 for free. And I challenge any one of you who are platinum members. And even though it's meaningless, you're not playing for anything because you can enter as many stage 1 tickets as you can. Go back and try to play a free roll, and then you decide how hard it is. Anyway, I'm in this stage 3 tournament. It's a PLO. There's 886 players, and then there's 500 players, and then there's 300 players. And now keep in mind, first prize is currently right now is a $1,700 World Series of Poker Circuit main event ticket. And some of us here have won those. Some of my mentees have won these. I have not. Okay. So I'm jiving. I'm in my zone. I get out of my seat and remember, I'm blind in one eye, going blind in the other, yada, yada, yada. The wire. Yesterday was, we know this already. Yesterday was this challenging day with technology, wasn't it, Sherry, right?
Absolutely. I'm going to need you to wrap up, Joey.
Okay. So
Thank you.
I get out of my seat, I fall on the ground, and blood all over my face. Face first on the ground. The ground, my face broke the ground. So you know what I did? I didn't go on tilt. I went to the Green Visor Gang. I found this cash table where exec deck was sitting there in a PLO cash game, and for 2 hours while I'm grinding it in that other big tournament, we just played cards, and it reset me. We find these things. You need to know. If you know what the triggers are with tilt, you need to know what you need to do to reset. And I'm going to shut up now because that's the story.
You're so funny. I love you so much. But for real, did you really start bleeding?
Sherry, if you see a photo, Colette, how bad is my face?
Oh my
Yeah, I
God.
look. Listen, I'm glad I'm not playing today because it looks like I got hit in the head with a shovel.
Oh,
I
I'm
got.
so
I'm
sorry
gonna
to
have
hear that.
scabs on my nose, my forehead. You have no
Oh my
idea.
God. Oh,
Yes.
that's horrible.
Oh, this happens, but we never know
Oh,
because when we're doing everything routine, that's when the world universe sneaks up and
I
gets
know
us,
that's
right?
right. I
Oh
know
my
that's right.
God, you have no idea. I'm holding an ice pack to my head right now.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
I ended up
So
coming in.
sorry.
Yep, but we ended up coming in 26th place out of 886 people. Okay.
Nice.
And
Good job.
and nobody in the Green Visor gang won a freaking more than 2 chips from us in cash. Because then we went into regular no limit hold'em. We started a table there. I played my A game. Now, did my other tables suffer? 100%. Like some of them were like $5 tournaments, and I shot a few bullets because we
Right.
don't care.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? And what's cool about that is that's the version of me that those tournament players now have. Oh, this guy Joey, he's a fish. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Meanwhile, they don't know our backstory, right? So
Right.
now I've got these people set up. So when we're playing cash, these players that are getting eliminated from a $5 tournament, a bounty, a PKO on Green Visor Gang, are jumping into cash, and they're not even lasting 5 minutes against people like me in exec deck. Okay, because we're the Jedi Knights, we're the OGs, we were there. We know right? They don't know our backstory.
Well, right now I hear Exec Tech screaming in the background with his microphone off.
Yes,
Stop
go.
telling our secrets, Joey. Stop telling our secrets. But I do want to make mention that when I feel myself like kind of getting in my feelings, or, and, people may call that the start of tilt, I try to catch it early, right? That's the key to success, is recognizing that you're getting frustrated, or you're upset that you lost that hand, or, whatever the case is. For me, it's take a couple of deep breaths and sit out a few hands and just breathe and just regroup before you play any other hands. Because when you're playing, when you're up in your feelings, you're never going to win a hand. I'm just telling you, you got to calm yourself back down, whatever that takes. Like Joey said, get up and take a walk, go to the restroom, go have a smoke, whatever it takes. But you got to catch yourself before the red light can no longer be shut off.
Mm.
Right on. All right, you guys, I got a little NFL logo quiz. Is Colette listening? Because she surely is the one that needs to answer this in
Colette,
your family.
Colette, NFL test. You ready? Wait,
All
Sherry
right,
just
you
poured it
guys.
out. Go ahead.
All right. Put it in the chat. If you know the answer to this riddle, put it in the chat. Okay. NFL logos. What NFL logo and there's three of them. I will give you this hint. There are three NFL logos that contain feet. What are the three NFL logos that contain feet? And you can write that in the chat, and we'll go back to that in a few minutes, okay? I also wanted to start giving out, as you guys know, I always try to look up like different things to do in Vegas. So that maybe if it's a first time visitor, or if you're just looking, you've been to Vegas many times, but you're just looking for something else to, do that you haven't done before. I always try to look up stuff, and I have several, I don't know, maybe 15 things I've looked up that I'm going to share over the next weeks with you. Things to do in Vegas. Like last year, we went over, what did we go over? We went over like pickleball places, places to go shooting. Let's not forget the strip club segment we did, which was hilarious. And of course, the next day we talked about churches and synagogues, as well as the little white chapels that are available in case you want to marry that stripper. We did a whole variety of different topics. And so this year I've looked for some shows or exhibits or, just different things you'll see as we go through the weeks that to just bring up so you can increase your knowledge base, or maybe you'll want to do it now that you heard about it. So, one of the things that's going on in Vegas right now is the Princess Diana exhibit. There's over 700 authentic royal artifacts, 7 evening gowns that were worn by Princess Di, and the tour averages about 60 to 90 minutes in length. There is an award winning audio guide tour that is 50 minutes in length. Go at your own pace, and there is seating along the way. Check the current prices, because I looked this up a couple of months ago. Like it's been over a month since I looked this up, but I did want to give you kind of an idea what the price ranges were for the tickets. So the adult tickets 38, a Nevadian, local, or military personnel will pay $34. A senior, which is 55 or older, will pay $34. And children are $29. And again, that is the Princess Diane exhibit. And you know what? I didn't write down where it's at. I want to say, oh, I'm not going to say where I think it's at, but if somebody could look that up, I'd appreciate it and let me know, because I don't have it in my notes. I also wanted to make mention that Barry Manilow is at Westgate, and his shows are available July the 9th through 11th and July the 16th through 18th. Tickets start around $81, and of course, their VIP package for two is $425 per person. So again, check those prices, because it has been over a month since I looked some of this stuff up. In some cases, it's been a couple of months. So definitely look up and make sure you have the most current information about those two things. So and you kind of get an idea where I'm going with that kind of stuff. And again, it's just to give people some ideas of things to do in Vegas. I'm going to just go over as we wait for Scotty. And I also want to make mention Scotty flew in from Vietnam yesterday. So I'm hoping that he's not going to be jet lagged and forget about us and sleep in. And guess what? It's okay if he does. We'll just reschedule him. But just don't be surprised, is my point. All right. I'm going to talk about what is going on around town as far as poker is concerned. Over at the Win at 11 o'clock is their No Limit Day 1A, an $1,100 buy-in, $1 million guarantee. At 12 o'clock is their Day 2 of their seniors event. At 1800 hours is their No Limit Turbo event, $1,100, $100,000 guarantee. Over at the Orleans is an 11 o'clock No Limit tournament, a $300 buy-in, $30K guarantee. 1600 hours is their 08 and Stud 8 tournament, $240, $10K guarantee. At 1800 hours over at the Orleans is their $200 No Limit tournament, $30K guarantee. Over at South Point at 10:10 a.m. is their No Limit tournament, $120 buy-in, $15K guarantee. At 1400 hours is their Crazy Pineapple tournament, $120 buy-in, $6K guarantee. At 1800 hours is their No Limit tournament, $200 buy-in, $20K guarantee. And at 2200 hours is their Turbo Bounty tournament, $25 bounties, $120 buy-in, $4K guarantee. Let me just say, South Point starts those at 10 minutes after the hour, but I'm just going to say at the hour up. If anything, you'll be 10 minutes early. So just remember that because it's just a tongue twister to have the, 10, 10, 2, 10, 12, 10, 4, 10, 6, 10, hi ho of the Mario. So that's what's going on around town. And for some reason, on my paper, the Venetian and the Aria stats are covered up. And what you guys may not realize is I like cut and paste off of the spreadsheets that either Kenny does or Unger does. And I put them into a Word file. So then I just print off the schedule for today with all those cut and pasted things off of. And somehow I have covered up the Venetian and Aria. So if anybody wants to look those up and bring that information forward, that will be great. All right, don't forget, we're looking for the 3 NFL logos that contain feet. Put it in the chat. Anybody think of any yet? I'm looking at the chat. All right, we're waiting for folks to do that. Let me see. Okay, Joe Marengo just sent me a text message that said he forgot to let us know that he says that he has a wireless store. So if people need headphones, iPhones, Samsung chargers, power banks, cables, anything, he's got it. So he can meet your needs on those topics, you guys. So just an FYI. Now, if you look in the chat, I posted a picture of rocks. And no, I haven't lost my rocks yet, but maybe come July I will. If you know, you know. But those rocks are on my driveway. And why are they on my driveway? Because when we had our new septic system put in a few years ago, we also had it tore up our entire backyard because we had to put 300 feet of new line in. So literally my entire backyard was just one, dug up hole. And also a hole that snaked around my yard so they can lay the new line, right? So quite an ordeal. Well, at that time, we decided to just go ahead and remove all of our landscaping around our house because it was already over 20 years old, right? So if we're going to tear up the yard, we might as well just get it all back into place. So we started new planting, right? And so these rocks used to be the border of one of my flower beds. And now we have put in brick walls. Okay. And so these rocks have been sitting on my driveway since last fall because we're going to do something with them. We just haven't gotten to that project yet, right? You guys also know I'm having a garage sale this weekend. And this morning it started, and we had this customer come and she wants to buy the rocks. So when she asked me when she first asked me, I thought she was goofing around because she said to me, "Hey, how much for the rocks?" And I thought she was goofing around, like, who wants to buy rocks? I'm sorry, it just tickles my funny bone. And so I just flippantly said $1. And she's like, "Okay, I'm going to call my husband. He'll come pick some up." So I'm selling rocks at my garage sale. So here we are. I just thought it was hilarious somebody would want to buy rocks, but here we are. All right. ASG, you still there, buddy?
Yeah.
You have anything you want to bring up?
Uh, Trying to think. No, not really.
Well, you put a couple of things in the chat. I thought maybe you would like to.
I put a couple of things in the chat.
Wait, didn't you? Am I getting it confused? I'm sorry, you guys. Honestly, I have 10 million chats going with 45 million people. Why don't you talk about, did you watch Alan and,
Oh, you're talking about the
yeah.
the other chat. I thought you were saying in this chat.
Oh, no, sorry.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, there was a 200-400 game. I think it was at the lodge, and Keating was there, and Garrett was there, and Senior Tilt and people. And anyway, it
And
ended with Keating up over 1 million. So yeah, big game.
I can't wait to go back to watch it because you guys know I love Keating, I love Garrett, and I know that Bill Perkins was there, right? And Senior Tilt was there. So I couldn't watch it last night. I tried and it just didn't work out. I tried my hardest to watch it, but I was just too damn busy. So I definitely want to go back and watch it. I'm thinking I can watch it when we're driving to Indianapolis when I have service. But anyway, I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure it was definitely, something fun to watch. Did you watch it, Joey? Or are you too busy putting band-aids on your head? Oh, he may be doing something. Hey, Matt, how are you?
Hey Sherry, good to be on your lovely spaces and to see everybody. How are you? How are you
I'm
keeping? Yeah, all good.
doing good, thank you. Doing good. Absolutely. And what are you doing to keep busy? You getting to play any poker or what?
Funnily, did you want to talk then?
Wait, I'm sorry. Say it again. You cut out.
So I'm just going to say, because I saw Joey's speaker were going to come off. I was wondering if he wanted to come in.
Oh, Joey, did you have something to say, Joey? Go ahead, buddy.
Oh, well, you just asked me about watching that cash game. And so I don't like to watch, a lot of us don't like to watch them live because we like to be able to rewind, fast forward, yada, yada, yada. I started watching it like you, and I'm like, wait a minute, I got to take notes on this. Notes.
Right.
Yeah. So we will watch it. Okay. 100%.
Right on. I can't wait to watch it. Honestly, I really can't. I'm going to tell you, I've watched, Garrett. I know Garrett because I used to watch him on the bicycle feed. I just anytime he was on, I was watching. I was definitely watching, and there were a lot of people that played on that stream. And if you folks haven't watched any of those old bicycle streams, I highly recommend it because a lot of the folks that in the poker world that today that have some of the bigger names is because they all started in that bike feed. And so, we got to know their names because of it. So yeah, definitely go back and find some of those recordings, folks. I highly recommend it. Go ahead, Matt.
That was fine. By the way, fascinating discussion just earlier on before I came on with Joey. That was really good. That put me in a good frame of mind, really, considering the project work I've been doing lately.
I
Yeah,
love that.
I love that because you have to listen. No matter what you're going through, some of us also are going through it too. You get that?
Always, brother. Always. Absolutely. On the poker side of things, Sherry, sorry, I was just going to say I have been
That's
playing
okay.
a bit. I were playing some free roll, and I were doing pretty good. We had over how many people were there? 575 people that took part, and I came 32nd.
That's incredible. Incredible. Congrats.
Good for you, Matt. Matt is relatively new to the game of poker, so we definitely are encouraging him to play. And I'm so happy to hear that you're getting something out of Coach Joey's coach's corner for sure. Love that. We're on the right track, people. We're on the right track. Did you have anything else, Matt?
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say, the project where that I were doing, Sherry, when I got cut off, yesterday.
Yes.
So
Yes. Yes.
apologies
Yes.
for that.
No worries.
I was going to ask Matt Savage, who was on it. Were great hearing him on there, and it was about the TV broadcast because it was back in 2019 when we had over here TNT Sports, which were previously BT Sport. They had the rights to show poker coverage, and I was enjoying it, but I've not seen it since. So I wondered if Matt would have been able to maybe see if he could get a deal to have more TV coverage over here.
Right. And I do not have an answer for you, but I am going to tell you that we're going to try to do another one of those TDA rules workshops in the next few weeks. I don't know if we are or not, but we're going to try to. We haven't sewed that up yet, so to speak. So you are definitely more than welcome to come ask Matt that question.
Oh, thank you, Sherry. That would be good. And you know what? It's great having these lessons because you guys are an inspiration to the poker world and the community as a whole. So I just wanted to, keep up the excellent work that you've been doing.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And Matt's been a long time listener, and I appreciate you listening, Matt. And you always are a delight when you come ask your questions of my guests, and they really appreciate you, and so do I.
Oh, much appreciate that. Speaking of guests, and I know it's not really probably the right time because I know you're busy with with WSOP and everything, but it'd be good if we could have Maria Horn here.
Yes, that is a name that I'm going to be trying to get to come join us for sure. Let's just say I'm working on it, and I haven't done anything in regards to that yet, but it is on my list of things to do.
Brilliant, and I'm pleased to say that the project, well, I say project where the apartments are going really, really well. We've had to do a couple of little repairs, which we're going to be doing tomorrow as well. We're going to be putting a fire panel in all the apartments. It's just so what it is it's in case, for
Right.
health and safety reasons, if any issues occur, like say the electric heater goes overboard, if it doesn't work properly, or if there's any gas like escaping or anything. So that's basically there just to protect the residents, as we call them over here. Well, tenants we call them over here. I think you call them residents over there, I believe.
Either will work, and you guys are doing God's work for sure, Matt. You should be so proud of yourself getting those apartments revamped and new construction to put families and folks in them.
Bless you. Thank you. And I know I promised this the other day, but I'll make sure I send you the apartment for that we've done as well. I'm only able to send a few photos at the minute because, as I say, there's still a little bit of work to be done. But you're gonna love it.
I will look forward to it. If you don't have any other questions, I'm going to welcome Isaac to the panel. Are you good, Matt?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say
Okay.
one quick one before
Sure.
I go. If that's okay.
Sure.
How do you feel about playing Raz? The Raz poker. I still can't get adjusted to the rules. Can you? I don't know if it's been discussed or anything on your previous shows. I probably might not have paid
Well,
attention. Do you know anything?
I'm going to tell you that there are a few of us, me included, that want to play Raz together this summer as a learning table. Like there's some of us that don't know how to play, and we're going to try to go to maybe the Bellagio. I'm not sure which poker room yet, and get a table going with Raz. Within having in mind that it is a teaching table, so we don't want anybody that is like a Raz like expert unless they want to come help teach us. Like it's not there to, we're not doing it so you can come take our money. We're doing it so we can provide a lesson in Raz, so to speak. So I think we're going to try to do that in a couple of weeks when we're in Vegas. But Joey, can you answer his question from a coaching point of view?
Yes, 100%. So, what's cool about Raz is that it's the foundation of it's a foundation of all of the low games, all of the high-low games. If you don't know Raz, you're not going to be able to really play Omaha 8 or Stud 8 and all these other games. So, and it is reverse psychology because when you have the nuts and no limit hold'em, that's the worst for one of the worst hands, pocket aces or something, right? In Raz. So I will say there's some good books out there. And shout out to the Mizrachi brothers, not just Michael, but also Eric and Mr. Wallace. They wrote us 2 books, Horse Number 1 and Horse Number 2. And those books are gold because they explain the high-low in every format, and obviously part of Raz, as part of horse, is Raz. So if you read those books, you get a really good grip. And then engaging conversations with people. Walk up to the best limit person you know and just ask. You know what I did? I walked right up to Ari Engel. And Ari, help me with my Raz game. I walked right up to Alan Kessler and said, Alan, What's the secret to Raz? And guess what? They'll tell you. That's that simple.
Perfect. Thank you. And I think Robert Mizuraki was part of that book writing as far as mixed games are concerned as well. I don't remember the title of his book, but maybe somebody could look up Robert Mizuraki's book. I'm pretty sure it's mixed game, but anyway, it's been a long time since I've thought about it. So thank you for the question, and thank you, Joey, for addressing it. And before I move on to Isaac, I want to say a couple of things. Joe Marengo texted me and said that the Princess Di exhibit is at the shop at Crystals, which is next to Aria. So that's where that Princess Di exhibit is. And thank you, Joe, for updating me with that information. Also, it looks like Panama Joe had the correct answers for our NFL riddle. There are some other people that also had the correct answers, but I believe it's kind of hard to tell from the timestamps, but I think he was the first to come up with it in 12 minutes. And I think Colette was 13 minutes. And anyway, so the three logos, NFL logos that contain feet, are the Lions, the Falcons, and the Bills. The Lions, the Falcons, and the Bills. Now I'm going to give you another one. Which NFL franchise began in the 1990s? There are three of them again. Put it in the chat, people. Which NFL franchises began in the 1990s? Put it in the chat. Isaac, hello, friend. How are you? Uh-oh. Is he a listener or do you have a microphone? Oh, Lord. Here we go again. Let's try it again. I guess we used up the time limit when he had a speaker. Then X said, that's long enough for you, Isaac. Oh, my God. I can't believe it won't give him a microphone. Maybe go out and come back in, Isaac. We got to get him off that T-Mo phone. Or is it an Obama phone? Either way, he needs a new phone. But I thought he just bought one. I'm just joking, folks. Anyway. Okay, Isaac, go back out and come back in, buddy, because I'm sending you a microphone. It doesn't seem to be working. Oh, I heard the click. Go ahead, Isaac. Are you there, bud?
Yeah. Oh yeah, just over here reporting live. Holding my firstborn, aka my router. Praying for good signal. Hope everybody's good this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
We are good. We are good. Well, do you have something to bring up? Because while you do, I'm going to try to text Scotty.
My bad
Hello?
signal, but you're really robotic
Oh,
right
God.
now, so it's probably me.
I am? Oh, oh, it's so annoying.
It can be. It sure can be. Uh, what did I have to bring up? Shout out to Dibs. It's his 40th birthday, or it might have been last night,
Hell
but
yeah.
I was
Yes. Yep.
completely out of it. But shout out to him. I think I read he got in the money in one of the
Yep.
events that he's playing in. Fuck yeah. Go fucking Dibs. I want to see that shit. Shout out to my guy Joey. Last night we got in a couple of hands of fucking. I think we were playing PLO or we were playing No Limit. I don't even remember anymore because I played a few hands and collapsed. But shout out to my guy Joe. Uh, Shout out to my guy fucking Reaper down there, right, for being the only guy in space who has his picture on two PFPs,
Nice.
right? And yeah, shout
Nice.
out to everybody else. Hope everybody's doing well. I don't
We're
have
doing
anything
good.
extravagant to report. Uh, yeah, just glad to be alive. I woke up.
I, I hear you. I hear you. All right, I'm going to give some winners around town, and I'm going to start with Tyler Phillips, who joined us for an interview last week or the week before? Sorry, I can't remember the time frame. Whatever. Tyler was here with us. Great guy. He is in the $1,500 buy-in '08 tournament, and there are 17 left, so he's one of 17. He has 1.6 million in his chip stack, and I'm going to just tell you. At one point, he was down to one big blind. One big blind. So, guess what? Chip in a chair, baby. Chip in a chair. Okay, some other winners around town. A heads up deal gave, I'm going to spell his name. Somebody wants to write it down and come up here and pronounce it for us. You go right ahead. Grab that pencil and paper. I'll give you a second. But this gentleman won the Big O tournament over at the Win, $1,100 buy-in. He took home over $24,000. And here is his name, Veerarcai. Last name is Vongxaibura. So, congratulations to him. I'm not even attempting the name, but I want to give him credit and props. So, congratulations to that winner at the Win. Mark Cummings of the UK took down the Aria $200 no limit tournament for over $2,000 plus the winner's coin. And Simon Levy, no, I think it's Levy, took down the Aria Poker Classic event number one for $53,000, including bounties. So, congratulations to those winners. And over at the Venetian Marquez, Waters took down event number 18, which was the $250 bounty tournament for over $4,100 plus bounties. So that was over at the Venetian. And congratulations, Marquez. Love it. Some great winners around town. All right. I need to go through the data for the WSOP. So let's go ahead and check that off our list of things to do. And while I'm doing that, y'all put in the chat who you think were the three NFL franchises that began in the 1990s. The three franchises that began in the 1990s. Put it over in that chat, folks, and we'll discuss it in a minute. Okay, this is going to be long-winded. Hopefully, my tongue will work through the entire thing. I make no guarantees. Day 1C of the mini mystery millions saw a chip leader come out of there, and their name is VXXTRDR, ended the day with 23 million in their chip stack. In second place is Benjamin, and I believe it's Fritz, has 5.9 million, and third in chip stack sizes is Sean Daniels with 1.8 million. At 10 o'clock today will be day 1D of that tournament. Event number 2, which was the $5,000 eight-handed tournament, they had the chip leader coming out of day 3 yesterday was Mayo Chinzeng, I believe. Chip count 10.9 million. In second place was Danielle Hieba, has 8.6 million. In third place is Zhao Lu, has who went into yesterday with the third biggest stack size, came out of yesterday with the third biggest stack size, and has 3.4 million. Tony Lynn is in fourth place with 3 million, and Peter Mugar is in fifth place with 2.6 million. And those 5 folks go into the final day today of that event, the 5K eight-handed no limit tournament at 1 p.m. is the restart. Some notables in that tournament, Anatoly, I believe it's Nikitin, was the chip leader going into yesterday and went out in 7th place for 65,000. There is 2.6 million in the prize pool. There were 570 runners, 5 left. Up at the top waiting for the winner is 502,000. Second place 335,000 and third place 234,000. So final day for that will be today. Event number 3, the $500 industry employee tournament had 906 runners, 375,000 in the prize pool. First place will get 64K, second 42K, and third 29K. The winner is Jerome Knapp I think it's Nepal, 64K. And of course, Sean Hamrick will take home the 42K, and Skylar Halamam, I believe, is taking home the 29,000. And yeah, I don't get paid for this, so I'm not practicing names. Sorry, folks. Not looking them up. I'm not doing a converter thing. My time is limited. I'm doing this for free, so I'm sorry I botched names. Whatever. Okay, event number 4, day 2 was yesterday. And the chip leader coming out is Jason Daly with 2.1 million. Kelly Vandeheen has 2.1 million. Joseph Hallock has 2 million going into the final day today at 1 o'clock. That is the Omaha Higher Low 8 or better 7-handed $1,500 buy-in tournament. There's 1.1 million in the prize pool, 828 runners. 17 are left. There's 191,000 waiting at the top. A notable still in it to win it is Vanessa Selps in 11th place with 1.1 million. Perry Green is in 13th place with 730,000 in chips. So I'm excited to see Perry. I think isn't he 80 something or 90 something years old? So, it's awesome. Love it. Hope I'm doing that at that age. Okay, at 12 today is event number 7, the round 1A of the 25K heads up tournament. Then at 5 p.m. will be round 2A. And then at 10 p.m. will be round 3A of that heads up tournament. I'm almost done, folks. Hang in there. Event number 5, day 1D, which was that Omaha 8er handed tournament, $5,000 buy-in. And we have a chip leader coming out of that. Dylan Wiseman has 951,000. Jesse Linus has 906,000. James Chen has 856,000. There were 710 runners, 120 are left, 3.2 million in the prize pool. Waiting at the top is 595,000. Some notables still in it to win it. At number 20th place in chip stack sizes, Mother Lucker. That's the person. Okay, Robert Mizraki, 28th in chip stack sizes with 414,000. And Ben Lamb has 275,000 in 49th place. Okay, and that tournament is going to, day 2 of that tournament starts today at noon. Again, that's a 5K PLO 8 or better. Okay, event number 6, day 1, we saw 359 runners, 62 advance. That's a $1,500 7-card stud tournament. There is 103,000 waiting at the top for the winner. The leader going into today is Eric Bernardo with 745,000. Todd Brunson, Doyle's son, has 735K in his stack, and Bradley Jansen, has 363,000. Notable for us that are on the Spaces fantasy team, Brian Yoon is still in it to win it. He has 326,000. And Scott Seaver, who's not on our team, but we're watching him, is in 16th place with 211,000. Okay, event 6, that 1,500 7-card stud tournament restarts today at 1 p.m. Day 1 of the $1,500 Badoogie tournament starts today at 2 p.m. That's event number 8. So that's all the lowdown for the WSOP. It is lengthy, but it is what it is. I mean, we're here to cover it. So, okay, hold on. I just got a DM or a text from Scotty. Oh, he said he had to change his flight. There's a problem with his flight. So we're going to reschedule you guys. Scotty, he says, okay, I guess he wants to, let's see. It says, so I see you tomorrow night, baby. Okay. I will get with him and let everybody know when we're going to reschedule. I love him so much. I love the messages I get from him because it always has the word baby in there several times. And it's hilarious because when you read it, you suddenly become Scotty Wynn when you're reading it in your own mind. So there you go. Isaac, you had your hand up. Go ahead, buddy.
I forgot what I was talking about, baby, but don't worry, baby. We gonna figure it out.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's trying to get home from Vietnam. So there's obviously an issue with his flight. So we will get that rescheduled. Not a problem. You know what happens? Life gets in the way sometimes and we have to reschedule. It's not new here. And it is what it is. So let me look in the chat and see. Isaac, do you have any history you want to talk about today?
No, because I'm working on some new places.
Okay.
But I will have some tomorrow.
Sounds
What wasn't gonna tell you
fantastic.
though? There was something that. Oh yeah, earlier the reason I had my hand up was because when you were, spelling out these names, I noticed like three of them had like similar spelling, and I was like, "Yo, is this like a family of like people from I don't know the Netherlands or something?" Because when I start hearing VX, XIDR, right, YL, like crazy, crazy.
Well, and I'm going to tell you, you want to send me in a panic mode? Give me that name that has every letter in the alphabet in it. And I'm like, okay. And some of you will remember sometimes I will put those into a thing that'll pronounce it for me so I can practice it. And I have done that in the past. But I'm going to tell you guys, I just don't have the time to go through all these names I can't pronounce and figure them out. I don't get paid enough because I get paid zero. Sorry. I don't mind spelling them if you guys don't mind listening to that. I want you to, poor Joey. I want you all to direct your attention to the chat where Joey has posted a picture of himself because he had a fall yesterday and hit his face on the gravel of their patio. And Joey, I feel bad for you, buddy. It looks like it hurts.
Yet we're still here, aren't we, Sherry? Right?
No, that's right. No, that is right. Through what was the old motto that they said from the mailmen? Wasn't it through the snow, the rain, the dark of night, or something? And they still perform their jobs or
Right,
whatever.
exactly. We still have
Uh,
to play poker. We still
yeah.
have final tables to crush. Yada yada yada.
Right. Absolutely. All right, you guys. I'm looking at the folks that put the trivia answers down in the chat, and it looks like Matt from the UK has the correct answer. The Panthers, the Jags, and the Ravens were the teams or franchises that began in the 1990s. The Panthers, the Jags, and the Ravens. So I hope you guys are enjoying those. When I stumbled across them, I enjoyed doing them because, you're just like racking your brains about the different teams. So I hope you guys are enjoying those little riddles or, questions about the NFL. And I have some others that we'll get to eventually. All right, you guys, we're going to wrap it up. Don't forget, tomorrow is Papa Poker and looking forward to that segment. And we will get Scotty rescheduled, and don't be surprised if he's not tomorrow. I'm definitely not going to reschedule him for Sunday because I will be traveling and I just want to be somewhere with Wi-Fi and I'm settled somewhere before I do that interview. So that interview won't be Sunday or Monday because I'll be at the Antique Roadshow in Indianapolis on Monday. So I'll be, sitting in the line or doing whatever that takes. So it won't be Sunday or Monday. I would prefer to do it tomorrow, but depends on his flight time, right? And when he's going to arrive home and all of those things. So maybe we'll do it Tuesday after we visit with Barbara, or we'll hold off till Wednesday. Ideally, Wednesday would be the best, but he may be starting to play. So he may need to do it sooner. And why do I have it in my head right now, envisioning my third eye, Joey, that he's going to want to do it Sunday? And I'm going to be like, no, but yes, of course I'll do it, Scotty. Whatever you want, Scotty. I'm sorry. He just has to say baby to me once. And I'm like, yes. Whatever you want, Scotty. Yes, it's yours. We'll do it. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. And it's such a treat to have him, you know, and it just is. And everybody can come and talk to him and ask questions or comment. And, you know, I enjoy that. I think the most in spaces is when I can connect people from all over the world with people that, their paths may never cross, unless Matt comes over here or Scotty goes over there to play poker, their paths may never cross, but yet Matt could come into the space and talk with Scotty. And I freaking love that, you guys. That is probably the second or third thing that motivates me to do these spaces. And I don't say it as number one because I just think the connection of people is probably my number one reason for doing spaces. Just the, arbitrary people pop in and we just connect. All of us connect in the world of poker or whatever. And it's awesome. So, anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox. I'm going to go around the horn. If somebody has something to bring up, now's the time, folks. And I'm going to start with you, Matt.
Oh, sorry. Yes, sorry, I was miles away. No, just gonna say, thank you for what you said about me, Edo. I really appreciate that, and also it's just a pleasure talking to your guests, and especially, of course, you know, like Scotty would always say, that's poker, baby.
That's poker, baby. I love it. Well, I appreciate you, Matt, always, and I do. And I love the fact that you're always willing to come up and connect with the guests. I love that. Like, to me, that's what it's all about. These are opportunities, folks. I like to think of what we're doing here as providing opportunities, and don't miss the opportunity. Like, don't miss the opportunities for sure. When they present themselves, you have to take them. Now, I want to just go back for a moment and talk about what is going on over at the Aria today. Over at the Aria, today is what day? The Friday. Over at the Aria at 11 o'clock is a $600 Omaha 8 or better tournament, 30K starting stack and 30-minute levels, 30K guarantee. At 1 p.m. is their $800 no limit tournament, 30K starting stack, 30-minute blinds, $200,000 guarantee. At 7 p.m. is a $300 no limit tournament, 25K starting stack, 25-minute blind levels, 25K guarantee. That's what's going on over at the Aria. All right. Next in line, ASG, what you got, buddy?
One, I literally just confirmed with David Baker that all events will qualify for the fantasy. So it's not like
Yes.
last year where it mattered like if something had started before the team was finalized. Um,
We got screwed on that.
it was a couple of points. It didn't really matter. Uh,
It was over 100 points. We would have been in the money.
I mean,
Steven Song won that tournament or cashed big. I
well,
can't
and then
remember. I know
other
he
people
won
would
it.
have had him too. Anyway, but and also, if you're looking for yourself on the WSOP app and you want to know who somebody is, you can click on more details and get their actual name.
Thank you for that advice. And don't bust my bubble that I think we could have been in the money by having an extra 100 points. That's my story. I'm sticking to it, ASG. But I get your point. I get your point, but I still think we would have been in the money because we would have had like another 108 or 9 points. And we were only like 20 or 30 out of the money, weren't we?
Yeah, we were definitely close, and yep. I even forget if in the money just would mean close to your money back or double or what that even would have been, but it is what it is at this point.
Right. I think it was close to double, but I could be wrong. I haven't thought about it. But anyway, for those that may not know what we're talking about, we do a team spacers fantasy league through the ODB Baker Fantasy League. There's several of us that teamed up last year to do it. We're doing it again this year. But last year, the ODB Baker Fantasy League drafts after Daniel Negreanu's 25 $100,000 fantasy league drafts. Okay. So last year, we were drafting after the tournaments had started. And so they made the decision that the first tournament was not going to count toward our fantasy league's points. Okay. And so it just so happened that Steven Song won that tournament and he was one of our players. So we didn't get, excuse me, the hundred and whatever amount of points for his win. And it literally, I think it would have put us in the money had we.
I
So
think
it was a little
I think
disappointing.
last year they were more in the final table, whereas in this year it was really just the employee event. I'm not sure how much what else has really gone to final tabling or whatever at this point.
Right. And guess what? They may have switched it to make that other tournament first because it didn't have so much implications as the bigger tournament did for fantasy points. So that could have been some of the thinking there as well. Go ahead, Matt. Matt, I see your hand up. Go ahead, buddy.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Sherry. Just had a couple of technical issues there.
Okay.
You know, you mentioned about the fantasy league. Is it still okay to join it? Because I'd love to be a part of the fun.
Oh, no, it's closed now. It's closed now. But I usually post it for, I don't know, I think I posted 2 or 3 weeks before like the process started. May have been a month ago. So just next year, just watch my Twitter account or send me a message. We always draft for the fantasy league. I'm just going to say the day before the first tournament starts for the WSOP is just a good way to remember it. Okay. Even though our fantasy league doesn't draft that same day, the 25K fantasy league drafts the day before the very first WSOP tournament starts. So definitely send me a message that you're interested. I'll try to remember, but I promise I can't promise a year from now I'll remember, okay? So that's all I can tell you.
That's absolutely fine, Sherry. No problem. Thank you so much. And whoever that's taking part, can you wish them the best of luck from the UK, please?
Absolutely. And why don't we tell everybody who's on our team, ASG? You want to tell them? ASG's working, so he may have had to
I don't even see him on the
step
panel.
out. Let me get my. Oh, okay. Thank you. He was there a minute ago. Okay, so on our team spacers, and Isaac's part of it too. And Joey, I don't know who you picked on your poker.org team. Maybe you'll want to tell us. But okay, for our team spacers team, we have Benny Glazer, Bryce Shockey, Brian Yoon, Steven Song, Huck Seed, Lucky Chewy, and a Spaces favorite, Andreas. And our bonus player is Eric Baldwin. So I think we have a pretty solid team. Pretty solid team.
Damn, that goes to show you how much I didn't pay attention to the final list. I thought we got Kuhn.
Wait, you thought we had
I
who?
thought we had gotten Jason Kuhn or something. He was a dollar player or something, somebody said.
Okay, we swapped him out because because his wife just had a baby, right? I think that's
Oh,
what it
that's a smart
was.
decision not to get him.
You have
Yeah,
to go.
for sure. For sure.
I think it was that or his schedule wasn't going to be full. I can't remember. It's in our chat though. It's in our chat if you want to
Oh,
go
I'm
back
about.
and look. But we did have him originally, and then we were like, we better swap him out. So yeah, we took Andreas for $1, and I think he was only our dollar. I want to say there was one other dollar person, but I don't remember.
Pretty good to get
One,
Andreas for
two,
a
three,
dollar, for
four,
sure.
5, 6. Wait, those aren't even all the names. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm missing 7. I'm missing somebody. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me pull my. I took a screenshot of it. I'm definitely missing somebody on that list. I'm sorry, you guys. Honestly, I'm lucky I know my name right now. All right, let's look. I'm trying to find the picture. Oh, we did take Joseph. We did take Jason Coon. Who was it we swapped out? We swapped out somebody because I think they had a baby recently or they weren't committing to the schedule or something. Anyway, he is on our team. I'm glad you said his name because I need to add it on this typed out thing I did.
Happy I could
Perfect.
help.
Okay. Yeah. Did you have anything you wanted to bring up
Nah, nah.
or
Actually, now that
discuss
I know that
before
we
we
picked Cancun, I mean, hey, go us, you know. But it's
go
crazy to see.
us?
Lucky Chewy's name is not a name I have seen a lot since last season. But I'm always
Right.
expecting great things from that guy. So,
Hell yeah. And he did so good for
boy,
us
didn't
last
he,
year.
right?
He's just a, yeah. Yep. Yep. I love that guy. I think the world of him and what he does. Honestly, I really do. Um, just a genuine guy for sure. All right, Joey, you have anything you want to bring up or last words or
Yeah,
comments?
so I'll share my fantasy list with you. And
Yes.
is Poker Org still open? Like, can Matt go and do his own fantasy team there? It's
No.
closed. All
No.
right, next year.
Yeah, everything's
Okay.
closed. Yeah, it's
So
next year.
I'll show you how we're all on the same wavelength. My number one pick,
I love it.
my soul brother, Andrew Lucky Chewy Lichtenberger.
Hell
Okay, one of
yeah.
my guides, one of my coaches. Also on my list are two more of my coaches, Alan Foxen and Kristen Foxen. Now, here's a couple of curveballs, maybe, maybe not, but I'll tell you what I got. I picked up Martin Cabral. He was only $10 less than Alex, so he's up there. I picked up Aaron Kessler for $2. How cool is that?
Right on.
A sleeper, but you got to remember, bracelet events and tournaments are also mixed games. So I picked a really good mixed game player, Christian Roberts. That's a name you don't hear that
All
often, but he's
right.
a solid player.
I like it. I like that choice
Yeah.
though.
Now, the bargain. This is amazing. So those of you that have watched PokerGo Tour, PokerGo Studios know it was all in the family. There were two couples, the Foxens, and the other couple were Cherish Andrews and Brock Wilson. Okay. I picked up Cherish for
Right.
$1, and Brock Wilson was like
Right.
$20. And that's my picks. So
I
yeah.
love it. And I'm going to tell you some of those folks, we discussed some of those choices you made. We definitely discussed Cabral and Kessler. And I don't think we ever discussed the Foxens. I don't think they were two that we were interested in. Not for any particular reason. We just had others that we wanted more. And we definitely did not, I don't think we discussed Christian Roberts. And Cherison Brock, we did not discuss, but great
Thank you.
choices. It's so fun. Exec Deck, how are you, pal? Go right ahead. It's all yours.
Hey guys, just wanted to come up and say hi. Appreciate the space as usual. Looking forward to the reschedule with Scotty, and yeah, it's always a pleasure listening to the space here. Just wanted to give a shout out to my boy Asimov and my other boy Reaper. Um, we were going to go to Vegas, but we both are not feeling that well, and I think I'm gonna take Joey's advice. And if I'm not in the right headspace, I'm just not gonna play. I'm a little under the weather. I don't want to come to a poker table and cough all over everybody. My wife's sick too. I'm headed to not to give you all my sit down stories, but the bottom line is I'm not in the right headspace, so I think it'll just be a waste of money, and I'll come out bummed out. So I'm gonna skip it. We'll hang out next time, but appreciate you guys.
Well, I appreciate you, and I'm sorry y'all aren't feeling well, but I truly believe in not playing poker when you don't feel good. I just like my money too much. I'm just going to be honest with you. I like my money too much to play if I'm not feeling good. And yeah, shout out to Reaper. And I see Crypto Daniel down there, and Dillo, and Barry, and Kush, and D Man. Appreciate all of you for sure. And all of those that have come and go as we've been having the space today. So Appreciate everybody, really. It's just fun to hang out, chat poker. I love it. I could not ask for, a better way to spend a couple hours a day. Uh, Unfortunately, life has thrown me a few curves the last 10 days, and it's made it a little more complicated, but you know what? We get through it, we make it work, we figure it out. So, I appreciate all of you. Um, and I'm gonna sign off. And as soon as I get Scotty figured out, I'll post something, you guys. For sure. Appreciate y'all joining me. See you tomorrow. Papa Poker will be joining us for Papa Poker Saturdays. And of course, Joey's going to give us another coaching lesson. We're enjoying and learning for sure. And we'll see what the good gossip at the WSOP and all Vegas poker is tomorrow for sure. So thanks, everybody. Have a good day. Get out and touch the grass, folks.